If your home never quite feels finished, it is probably not your furniture's fault, and it is not your budget either. It is the last 10% of every design project, the styling layer most people never touch. Today, I am revealing the 10 secrets designers use to make a room feel like it came out of a magazine using what you already own. And not the vague advice every channel repeats. The specifics, the exact number on the light bulb box, the exact wall for your mirror, the exact formula for a shelf. And number 1 is that shelf formula, the one that makes guests ask, "Who did your home?" Let's get into it. Number 10, the throw blanket that works like art. Let's start with the fastest win in this entire list. One beautiful throw. Think of your sofa right now, clean but a little bare, a little flat. Now add just one thing. A plush faux fur throw draped over one arm, or a chunky hand-woven cable knit folded across the seat. Same sofa. One throw. Completely different room. That is the power of texture. Paint gives you color. Furniture gives you shape. But texture is what your eye reads as comfort, and a substantial throw delivers it instantly, from across the room. So skip the thin fleece from the back of the closet. Choose a throw with real presence, drape it over the arm of your sofa or fold it across the end of your bed, and you are done. One piece, doing the job of a whole redecorating weekend. And a lovely bonus for those of us who have been in our homes for years. Rotate your throws with the seasons. If you are in Michigan, Ohio, or anywhere winters mean business, that heavy cable knit earns its place by October. And if you are in Florida, Texas, or Southern California, a light woven cotton gives you the same styled look without the warmth you never asked for. Either way, the room feels refreshed twice a year without a single new piece of furniture. Your sofa now has texture and warmth. But the next secret is the one rule that quietly holds an entire home together. And once you know it, you will see it everywhere. Number 9. Pick a palette and let it lead. If there is one golden rule behind every home that feels pulled together, it is this. The whole house speaks the same color language. You know the scene. A blue accent wall, a red patterned rug, green pillows, yellow curtains. Every piece nice on its own, but the room feels restless. Now the same room in warm creams, soft browns, and one muted green. Calm, layered, expensive looking. Nothing new was purchased. The colors simply started agreeing with each other. Designers call it a cohesive palette. Choose 3 to 5 colors you genuinely love. Write them down, and from now on, anything new that enters your home needs to belong to that family. The why is simple. When colors repeat from room to room, your eye travels smoothly and the home reads as one intentional story. When every room goes its own direction, the eye keeps stopping and restarting. And that is what people describe as chaos, even when everything is clean. Not sure where to start? Pull your palette from something you already love, your favorite artwork, a rug you have had for years. This one costs nothing. Your palette is set, but there is one material that makes any palette feel richer the moment it enters the room, and the smallest version costs less than dinner out. Number 8. Warm wood, starting small. Warm wood tones are one of the most reliable moves in all of interior design. Walk into a room where every surface is cool, gray floors, white walls, glass and metal tables. Crisp but cold. Then one warm wooden piece arrives. A coffee table or even just a wooden bowl in a simple tray on the furniture you already have. The temperature of the whole room seems to change. Warmer, more lived in, more human. Walnut, honey-toned oak, teak. These woods read as timeless and they get better with age. Every scratch and ding adds character instead of taking it away. Now here is where a lot of people freeze. What if my new wood piece does not match my floors? Let me take that worry off your plate, because designers actually want variety here. Mixed wood tones are what make a room feel collected over time rather than ordered from a catalog. Your calm, reassuring default. Keep the undertones warm and let the shades vary. Warm with warm always gets along. And if you have gray floors, I know many of you do, a medium warm wood tone is your friend. It balances the cool gray beautifully. This matters even more if your daylight itself runs cool. Think foggy coastal mornings around San Francisco Bay, or long gray winters in the Northeast. In that kind of light, warm wood is what keeps a room from feeling cold, no matter how nicely it is decorated. You are not looking for a match. You are looking for balance. The easiest way in? Start small. A wooden bowl on the kitchen counter, a tray on the coffee table, a simple frame. Build from there whenever you feel ready. And here is something I would genuinely love to know. What is the oldest piece of wood furniture in your home, the one that has moved with you, survived the years, and earned every mark on it? Tell me its story in the comments. I read every one. Warm wood is in the room. But wood alone will not carry your walls, and the next secret is where most homes fall just short of feeling truly personal. Number 7. Original art at the right scale. Nothing elevates a room like art no one else has, and this one is all about scale. Right now, that big wall in your living room probably has one small frame print floating in the middle, lost, like a postage stamp on a door. Go bigger and everything changes. One generous piece above the sofa and the wall becomes a destination. When in doubt, go larger than feels comfortable. One large piece beats 4 small scattered ones. Rule of thumb: above a sofa or bed, aim for art spanning roughly 2/3 the width of the furniture below. And you do not need a gallery budget. Etsy and eBay are full of original work from independent artists, often for less than a mass-produced print. Estate sales and art fairs too. And here is a source almost nobody mentions: your local art school. Student shows sell genuinely original work at the kindest prices you will find, and you are supporting a young artist at the start of their journey. One more idea I adore, borrowed from a grandmother who knew exactly what she was doing. She handed her grandchildren paint in the exact colors of her living room palette and let them go to town. Messy, joyful, completely original, and it matched the room perfectly. Original art, a family memory, and your palette all in one afternoon. Your walls have a story. But even the most beautiful room falls flat under the wrong light, and the next secret is the single number that fixes it. Number 6. Layer your light and remember one number. If you take away only one technical detail from this entire video, let it be this: 2800 Kelvin. But first, here is how most living rooms look at night. One bright ceiling fixture doing all the work. Every corner flat, every shadow harsh. The lighting of a waiting room. Now turn that overhead off. A table lamp glows on the side table. A floor lamp stands by the reading chair. A soft pool of light warms the corner. The room did not change. The light did, and now it has depth, and somewhere you actually want to sit. That is layered lighting, and it is how designers light every project. Each lamp adds a layer, and layers are what make a room feel dimensional and inviting in the evening. It is also, frankly, the most flattering light for everyone in the room, your guests included. And that number, 2800 Kelvin, is the color temperature designers reach for again and again. Warm enough to feel cozy, bright enough that the room never feels dim or yellowed. Check the box next time you buy bulbs. The Kelvin number is printed right there. Tonight, find the corner of your home that always feels a little forgotten. That corner is asking for a lamp. And right here, at the halfway point, do me one small kindness. If even one of these ideas has earned a place in your home, a throw with real presence, a palette written down, a lamp for that forgotten corner, tap that subscribe button. I make these videos for people who believe, as I do, that a beautiful home is not bought in a weekend. It is arranged slowly, with intention, from the things you already own and love. And there are 5 secrets left. Honestly, the ones that change a room the most. Starting with one place almost nobody thinks to put a lamp on Tonkis por me, and it happens to be the most surprising, most talked about trick on this list. Your rooms now have layers of light. But there is one place almost nobody thinks to put a lamp, and it happens to be the most surprising, most talked about trick on this list. Number 5. The lamp in the kitchen. This one surprises people every time. Put a small lamp on your kitchen counter. Most kitchens at 9 p.m. look the same. Bright overheads, hard surfaces, a little clinical. Swap in one small lamp at the end of the counter, turn the overheads off, and suddenly it is not a workspace. It is the warm kitchen of a country house, the kind of room where you linger over a cup of tea. It sounds unusual, but high-end designers, including some of the most famous names in fashion and luxury interiors, have used this for decades. Kitchens are ruled by hard surfaces and harsh light. A lamp gives all of that back its softness. Practical notes: keep it small, well away from the stove and sink, somewhere it will not crowd your workspace. Near the coffee maker or on an open shelf. And I can hear the question, what about the cord? Here is the answer that changes everything. especially in older homes built before anyone imagined how many outlets a kitchen would need. I am looking at you, Pennsylvania farmhouses and Ohio colonials. Rechargeable cordless lamps are everywhere now. They look like a classic lamp, charge like a phone, and glow all evening. No cord, no outlet needed. That opens up every shelf, mantle, and dark corner your outlets could never reach. So tell me, are you team kitchen lamp or team bright overheads all the way? And if you already keep a lamp in your kitchen, you were ahead of the designers. Let everyone know in the comments. Your kitchen glows now. But all these beautiful lamps share one weakness, and the fix costs less than a takeout dinner. Number 4, a dimmer on every switch. Here is the least glamorous secret on this list, and possibly the most powerful per dollar: dimmer switches. Watch one single room across one single evening. 7 o'clock, lights up bright and clear while dinner is cooking. 8 o'clock, the same lights ease down to a soft golden glow as friends sit down at the table. 10 o'clock, barely there light while you wind down with a book. Same room, same fixtures, 3 completely different moods. That is what a dimmer does. It takes every light you already own and multiplies it into a dozen settings. Designers put them everywhere for a simple reason. Light is not one setting, and your home at 7 in the morning and 9 at night should never be lit the same way. The switches themselves are inexpensive. If you are comfortable with basic electrical work, it is a straightforward swap. And if you are not, an electrician can typically do several switches in one short visit. No guilt about that whatsoever. Start with the living room and the dining area, the 2 rooms where mood matters most. Your lighting is now flexible, morning to night, but light can only flatter what it lands on. And if your surfaces are covered in everyday clutter, the next secret is the elegant fix designers use in their own homes. Number 3, the catch-all secret. Every home has clutter. Yours, mine, and the designer homes and magazines. The difference? Designers have a system for it, and the system is beautiful. Trays, bowls, and baskets. Chances are your coffee table looks something like this: 2 remotes, reading glasses, yesterday's mail, a candle, a paperback. Clean, but chaotic. Group it differently: candle, coasters, and book on one wooden tray. Remotes and mail tucked into a basket beside the sofa, and the same table reads as a little still life. Nothing was thrown away, and yet the surface looks styled. That trick is called grouping. 5 loose items read as mess. The same 5 on one tray read as intentional. Give every category of clutter one designated, attractive home. A ceramic bowl by the door for keys, a basket for the remotes, a tray for the things you actually use. Natural materials do the heavy lifting: wood, marble, ceramic, woven seagrass. And chances are you already own pieces that can do this job. That bowl in the cabinet, the tray you use twice a year. Put them to work every day. Your surfaces are calm, but one object does something no tray ever could. It makes an entire room look bigger and brighter without touching a single wall. Number 2, the mirror trick. Designers swear by: if you own a mirror, you own the most underused tool in home design. The secret is not the mirror, it is where you hang it. That dim room with one window, the far wall dark, the space feeling smaller than it is. Move the mirror to the wall opposite the window, and it becomes almost a second window. The glass catches the daylight and sends it back across the room. Brighter, airier, noticeably larger. That is the whole trick. Mirror opposite a window, or on a wall that catches its light. If you are up north where winter daylight is precious, or shaded by big trees, this matters twice as much. You are doubling the little daylight you get. And it costs nothing if the mirror is already in your house. It might just be hanging on the wrong wall. For the mirror itself, a reassuring default. A classic frame, simple wood, aged brass, a clean arch, never goes out of style. Then, if your style leans playful, a vintage or sculptural frame from a flea market can double as art. Personal taste, the light trick works the same either way. Your home is brighter and feels twice the size. Which brings us to number 1, the styling formula that ties everything together. Number 1, the odd number formula. Here it is, the closest thing interior design has to a magic formula. When you style any surface, a shelf, a mantle, a coffee table, a console, group your objects in odd numbers, 3s and 5s. See it in action. 2 matching candlesticks, evenly spaced on a shelf, stiff, symmetrical, forgettable. The eye checks the match and moves on. 3 objects instead: a tall vase, a small stack of books, one framed photograph arranged slightly off-center, and the eye lingers, travels, and enjoys. That is the gap between decorated and designed. The full formula has 3 simple parts. First, group in odd numbers. 3s and 5s feel natural and relaxed, the way things arrange themselves in nature. Second, vary the heights. Something tall, something medium, something low, so the arrangement has a gentle skyline instead of a flat row. Third, mix your textures. Pair something smooth like ceramic with something organic like wood or paper. And here's the finishing touch that makes it truly yours. Include one personal piece in the group. A framed photograph from a trip you loved, a little dish your grandchild painted, a shell from a beach you still think about. That single personal object is what turns styling into storytelling. Try it tonight on one shelf. 3 objects, 3 heights, 2 textures, 1 memory. Then step back. I think you will be amazed at what 15 minutes can do. And if you would love a full video just on shelf styling, the complete room-by-room formula, tell me in the comments, because I have a lot more to share on this one. Before we wrap up, tell me one thing. Where are you watching from? I am planning something special. A video dedicated to the places this community calls home. Built from what you tell me, and I promise you will love it. While you are down there, which of these 10 are you trying first? Because an elevated home is not about having more. It is about arranging what you already own with intention. If today gave you even one idea and you have not subscribed yet, that button takes 1 second. No pressure, just a warm welcome to the family. And if these secrets surprised you, the video on your screen right now goes even deeper. 10 small decorating details designers swear by. The little inexpensive touches that make any home look custom. It is this community's favorite video, and it will feel like it was made for you.